जयपुर वाया कोटा
कृपया ध्यान आपो अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत.
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೆ
Hyderabad 50 Express পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন कृपया ध्यान दियो.
We could talk about the bowling, the batting, the fielding, the conditions, the spectators. We could talk about a multitude of things. But it would be wrong to start this show with anything else except applause for Simon Doull, who guessed 196, and the score has ended bullseye 196. Big round of applause for Mr. Doull.
Every now and then, you throw enough darts, you hit the bullseye now and then.
That's right. Very well done today.
Thank you, sir.
I genuinely thought that my guess was in, but Umesh had other plans for me. We had other plans for Umesh. We said, don't make Umesh bowl at the death, but they did. I guess they were short of resources. And you know what? Rajasthan lapped it up. Absolutely. And they have ended with 196. I tell you what, it didn't look like this at the power play. Absolutely didn't look like this. But that partnership between Riyan Parag, who scored 76 of 48, Sanju Samson, the captain, came in early and stayed right till the end. He is 68 not out of 38, and he basically has shepherded this score all the way till the end. And that's it. One fantastic. They've got 296 for 3. And really, you gotta look at them, Joy, and say that time and again, when you see all their 5 power play scores in all the 5 matches they've had till now, all of them have been subpar power play scores, right? But they've still managed to end big. And I think despite having a low power play, I think it's great. It's great that they can not worry about losing early wickets and still kick on and finish big.
Absolutely. And what's the beauty of it is that, just above 7 and over. They were 43 in their power play.
Yeah.
With 2 wickets down, ball was turning. Okay, there's so much that could have happened at that point in time. Look, they consolidate after that, don't give away wickets, and then after that, just see how they kick on. 130-run partnership, and it was absolutely spectacular. And the beauty of it is that they aren't the deepest batting side. We have discussed this. They bat till 6. You're talking about Ashwin at 7.
Yeah.
So you're not the deepest batting side. They would have might have substituted Robin Powell in. But the middle order is playing so well. It was Sanju Samson and Josh Butler the other day. Today it was Sanju Samson and Riyan Parag, and they batted absolutely gorgeously. This is not an easy pitch to bat on. This is not a 194 pitch, 196 pitch.
Yeah, Sanju came in the 5th over. Riyan Parag came in the 6th over. Riyan Parag had more of the strike. I think that's pretty cool with Sanju as well. Riyan Parag had more of the strike. Sanju scored faster. Sanju scored his 68 at close to 180. But some of the shots that Riyan Parag has hit, he scored 76. And Matthew Wade is perhaps hiding in some corner. He can't. He's got to come out to open the bat. Dropped him twice at 0 and at 6. One of those chances tough, one of those chances not so tough.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be kicking himself. He now owes that team 76 runs, basically. That's what he'll be thinking to himself, because no keeper, no fielder ever wants that to happen. But he will know in his own mind what happened. And you're right, I think the first one was tougher. The second one probably should have been out on 6. So he's made them pay again. And this is just proving to be the coming of age of Riyan Parag this season. What's that, his 3rd half century now in the season, 76 off 48. Very good strike rate when he had to start relatively slowly. They had to rebuild that partnership, as you said. And then 130, I think it was exactly 13 overs, that partnership of 130. So they went at 10s.
Yep.
5.4.
Came in at 5.4, 18, exactly 13 overs, yes. So 13 overs and exactly 130
runs.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant to go at 10 and over for that long in that period and just set the game up brilliantly at the back end. Sanju did every bit of his part, basically, with 49 off 30 going at a good scoring rate. So, we talked prior to the game, if they're in trouble, what will happen?
Yeah.
Well, they've been in trouble. They've been in trouble 3 times now, really. 2 down inside the power play without, a great start to the power play, and they've recovered every time.
Yeah.
They've found a way to get the job done, and it's happened again today, and it's just been brilliant. Good to watch.
I'm going to ask the 2 of you again, because Sanju Samson was in your list, but he was not your front runner. 3rd half century now. He scored his 68 at 170. Reconsidering? Is he coming up on your
No,
list?
absolutely. And the other interesting thing is that Sanju normally has these 2-3 top matches and then he drops off for the rest of the season. This time he had that first match where he did well, then dropped off for a couple of matches, but then the next 2 matches he's done well. So he's been much more consistent this year. I think Sanju thinks he has the boarding pass.
Yeah.
He's just saying that, these 2 old men are denying me my boarding pass. I have the boarding pass. That boarding pass is mine. And he batted beautifully. I mean, that's the thing about Sanju, though. When he times the ball, he is just something different to look at. I mean, he's just...
Yeah, it's just sublime the way he does it. And the other thing is that he can pretty much do it all over the ground. He's again a 360 player.
Yeah, he's a terrific talent. And, I've said it before, not many time it better. When he and Ruturaj, they look classical type players. The shot over extra cover, I think it was the one I kind of remember from the innings, was unbelievable. But, yeah, look, he's getting closer to a boarding pass, but I want to see a full season. Yeah. I've seen too many of these from Sanju, where the first 4 or 5 games, as Joyce said, he's had great starts. Oh, I want to see a full season. I want to see him kick on. A 550 run, 600 run season, maybe something along those lines.
Yeah.
Captaining well, got a winning team. That always puts you in a better place, I think, because if the deeper you go into the tournament, the more opportunities you get to actually get your name in front of the selectors. Yeah. So you get to the playoffs, all of a sudden you got an extra game or 2 above some of the others that might not make it. There's no doubting his talent, and that was a terrific innings. Very much a captain's innings again from him.
About the other captain, Shubman Gill, you see the bowlers. The first 10, when they were 73 odd, I remember Simon and I were chatting in the comm box and we said that these batters would back themselves to get 11 and over in the back 10. Simon said they'd even be happy with 10 and over because, 175, 180 could be a good score on this pitch. They've, of course, kicked on and got 12 and over in the back 10 because that's just the kind of batting pedigree that Riyan Parag and Sanju Samson have. But the bowlers in the first 10, they were definitely running the play, weren't they?
Absolutely. And I think the ball, I thought Spencer Johnson bowled well up front. Even Umesh's first couple of overs was not so bad at all. And then Noor Ahmed and Rashid Khan just applied the brakes. I thought Rashid Khan was absolutely brilliant today. Vintage Rashid, of course, if you don't take your catches, and Rashid must be wondering, now remembering how valuable Riddhiman Saha is to them, because Riddhiman Saha does so much for them.
Yes.
I didn't think Noor Ahmed bowled badly as well, in conditions that seemed to be helpful for bowling, where you could still expect Keshav Maharaj to be a substitute.
Yep.
Okay, as a definite option as a substitute, to get to what they did, I think shows immense maturity and resilience as a team. To get to 196 with the kind of bowling that was happening, the kind of pressure that was applied at that point in time, ball turning away from the ball, they're not timing it, they're not being able to get it. And from there to take it, to see those bowlers through, to really punish the rest, I think it was fantastic.
Yeah, let's just talk of Rashid for a second, because today he has just been head and shoulders above everyone else.
Yeah, different level today. And he hasn't had the best start to the tournament either. So he needed a performance, should have had Riyan Parag early. The 2 drops we've talked about. He was superb. He turning the ball a little bit away from the right hand is the one that got Butler. Was a very good delivery. Probably bowled more leg spinners tonight than I've seen him bowled in a long time.
Yeah,
true.
Yes, because right-handers were at the crease more so. But he's actually just got the leg spinner to turn a little bit more tonight, just on a slightly helpful surface. But he was superb. You have to worry about the fact that Gujarat, again, 5 bowlers only. They didn't offer a 6th bowling option, whether it be Vijay Shankar, we've talked about Tuatia not bowling, makes it very difficult. And Mohit doesn't have very many bad nights, but he got met. He got met tonight. And just on the odd occasion, that slower ball, that back of the hand slower ball just becomes a little bit predictable. And if you sit back and wait, and the quicker one is, you sit on the slower ball, and the quicker one's your surprise one.
Yeah.
And I think sides will start to do that more and more. And I said the other night, I don't know whether you were here with me, Joy, it's so tough bowling 4 overs in a row at the back end. Now, he didn't have to do them all in a row, but he bowled 4 of the last 9, I think.
Yes.
He bowled that one after the power play. Started
12th is when he started, yes.
So he bowled a lot, bowled 4 overs at the back end. It's not always easy to do because batters can get a read on you and sit on you a little bit and just and I think they did that so well tonight.
We saw Riyan Parag do that. In fact, Riyan Parag was telling Sanju Samson once that he knew, he saw it coming out of the hand, and he hit him for a big 6 over mid-wicket. And, you saw that the other day against Punjab as well, when they, that last over with Shashank and Ashutosh were getting him as well. I just want to tell you when they kicked on, actually. Mohit bowled his first over in the 12th. He bowled a 7-run over, so you were like, all right, we're still going with the kind of sanity that the bowlers have afforded in the first 10. But that's when Sanju and Riyan kicked on. Over 13, 14 and 15. You got 15, 14 and 16 runs. You got 45 in those 3 overs. And that's when the kick-on begins.
Yeah. And they just broke their backs.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. He's very right. The question is for a lot of bowlers like that. So, for example, in his time, Anil Kumble, a lot of the Australians said that the only way to play him is to play him as a medium pacer. So you play in a particular... So you play Mohit as whose normal ball is 115.
Yeah.
And then you sort of adjust for the other ball.
Yeah.
And that's what you basically do. And I think they're doing that very well. Shashank and all did it last time. I think, see, all these guys watch a lot of tape. They must have seen it. Yeah. They would have come and said that, hang back. He's not so fast that he's going to york you when you hang back like that.
Yeah.
So you'll always have time to adjust. But hang back, wait for his stock delivery, which is that slower bouncer, which is behind the behind the hand bouncer, and just wait for it.
Yeah, and he's, again, effective towards the end. And we spoke about it. Umesh, not that effective in the end. Today, his first 3 overs were all right. When he bowled his 20th over, the last over of the game, it's been the most expensive over for Gujarat. Given 19 away.
What did we say in the pre-show? Bowl him 3 in the power play, which they did, and then bowl him in that 11th, 12th, 13th over. Get him done. It's just not his role. And it really, going back to KKR days, Joy, it never has been a strength of Umesh's. He's bowled the odd good over, which people will come in and say, oh, what about the over against RCB? Well, that's one. It's a one-off. More often than not, he goes for runs in the 19th, 20th over. So, they used him for 3 in the power play. I thought that was right. But you've got to get that one out of him in the 11th, 12th over.
Or you have to have somebody like a Tewati, somebody bowls one over. Gives the captain some amount of choice. That, okay, I don't need to throw in the ball.
Yeah.
You get stuck in. If you're going to you just see, Gujarat has been doing this now consistently. 5 overs, 5 bowlers, 4 overs, 5 bowlers, 4 overs. You have to have some choices because, they say every plan is a plan till it makes contact with the enemy. After that, no plan is a plan. Nothing works.
Yeah, and this 5-bowler experiment is not giving them enough wiggle room. And when you have people like Riyan Parag and Sanju Samson in the form that they're in, they can run away from you, and they have. Now the chase is 197. You know that the Gujarat batters are good enough to do it. They've got some reinforcement today. They've got Matthew Wade at the top. Essentially, they've got Matthew Wade wicket-keeping instead of Sharath. Sharath must be saying, I could have caught those.
Or Riddiman would have said that.
Riddiman would have. He's a World Cup winner, Matthew Wade, all right? But he'll want to make amends with the bat. He's going to be opening with Shubman Gill. You're going to have Abhinav Manohar come in, so there's a left-hand option there for you as well. He hits the ball pretty hard. So they are good enough to get this, right? How much belief do they have in their batting unit after the last 2 games?
That's the issue. That'll be the issue. So to me, with the guys that haven't been there, are the ones that are almost going to have to stand up. Matthew Wade doesn't have that baggage of the last couple of games. So if he can, forget about the drop catches, get them off to a great start, Shubman can maybe just bat in and around him. You know that he's going to score at probably 130, 140 anyway, even if he just bats normally, Shubman. So if Wade can get them off to a bit of a flyer, put the Rajasthan outfit under some pressure, that will be the key. But the left armer up against the left-hander, Trent Boult loves a left-hander. Oh. He loves a wicket in the first over.
Yeah.
If they can keep...
Doesn't love it? I think it's the other way around. A wicket in the first over loves Trent Boult. I am yours.
Yeah.
Take me. No, they've just got to they've just got to somehow tell themselves, we are not going to give Boult a wicket in the first spell.
Okay. And if they don't, then what do they get to in the power play?
I am going to go with 57.
That's the exact number I was thinking of. But, Trent Boult's going to get a wicket.
Okay, I'll say at 57.
You still say 57.
I like
well done.
Okay.
What about
you go, because I'm just too good at this game.
Yeah, exactly.
These Kiwis, give them one win and they suddenly turn around and talk as if they're Muhammad Ali.
I'm trying to get out of Division 1 or League 1. I'm not in the Premier League at the moment. I'm trying to get out of League 1. So you go, come on.
I was actually genuinely going to say 57, but I'm going to say 53.
Okay, he's sitting tight.
Well, I can't go low, so I'll go higher. I'll go 66. Clickety-click, 66.
Clickety-click 66. He's going to get it, isn't he? I have a feeling he's going to get it. It's going to be...
Well, if he's going to get it, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah. I just want to tell you that out, Jaiswal is out. Keshav Maharaj is in. That's up. Just wanting you to change. Keshav Maharaj, and that's interesting.
Yeah,
so three spinners.
Three
No,
spin
but that's
bowling
what you were
options.
saying, that the option will be 3 spinners. If Powell is not required, it will be Maharaj.
We said that, we predicted that in the combox as well. Hey, listen, man, we're like Simon and Garfunkel tonight. Together, we're getting everything correct.
We are, yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
You're doing more of the vocals today.
Okay,
and
that's
more
fine.
backup. Just
I can live with that.
let's see what happens with these guests. I gotta get one. I really, please. Manoj is sitting at home and just it's not fair. All right, well, we're going to wrap up now. See you at Cricbuzz Combox. There's no reason for you to attend my therapy or be my therapist. We'll see you then. Thank you for watching Cricbuzz Live. Please.
Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೆ
Hyderabad 50 एक्सप्रेस পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন कृपया ध्यान दें